Good evening, Beer Fan TV. Welcome to another video. Tonight we have got on the channel the oldest independent brewery in Germany. We're going to put it in a glass, we're going to have a look at it, and we're going to find out ourselves. Join me, we'll have a look at a bit of history about the beer, see what it looks like, see what it tastes like, give you my opinion on it. So let's go. So tonight we've got Warsteiner German beer, and it's readily available in most of your supermarkets. I bought mine from Tesco's. I do my Tesco shop every week, and at Tesco's they do 3 bottles for £6. So if you want to buy it on its own, you don't want to buy it in a 3, it's £2.35. And to put that in some sort of context, a bottle of Madry for 660ml, same size. A bottle of Madry is going to cost you £2.50. It's probably going to be better than that. UK brewed Cobra under license, it's probably going to taste better than that, and that is also £2.50. But Birra Moretti brewed here in the UK, £2.75. German brewed pilsner, £2.35. If you've not tried it, and you do shop at Tesco's, and you do the regular 3 for £6, and you normally drink Birra Moretti or whatever it might be, get those as you normally would, but put this on as the third, because it is well worth a try, I think, considering its German brewed quality. Warsteiner beer, and the fact they've been brewing it since 1750 something, and it's the last. The other fact that I found out about it as well was that they are the 5th largest selling brewery in Germany. You know, and you can pick this up in a supermarket. You probably pick it up in most of the supermarkets around the UK, to be honest. But anyway, price wise, fantastic. Accessibility, brilliant. I think. Let's get a little bit more info on the beer. So I've gone straight to the website. We only have the standard Warsteiner here. I couldn't see the other ones on there. But according to their website anyway, it's refreshing, pale, golden pilsner with a clean taste, perfectly balanced with hints of barley malt, subtle bottom fermentation yeast tones with mild hoppy bitterness. So we'll crack it open. We'll have a quick look at it and we'll see what we think. Now, one thing you do know you're going to get with the German beer is going to be the, I'm not going to pronounce it, but it's a German purity law. They brew beers differently to us, and they are fantastic. Now, I don't have a Warsteiner glass, but I know someone that will, or have something similar. It's going to be Garage Bar. Get yourself over there, have a look at the beer glasses that they've got. They've got all the brands under there, so you can shop by brand, style. They've also got a really good accessory department. Have a look under there. They've got loads of beer mats, runners, the lot. Anything you need for your home bar, they'll have it in there. And also, if you use the Beer Fan TV discount code, you'll get 10% off. Have a look at it. I'm going to use the Bitterburger glass because that's the only one that I have clean and accessible to me at the moment. And I've got the Cap Gun bottle opener. So let's get it off. I'm not going to find that again. And let's have a look at it in glass. A little bit of smoke off the top. Go. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Filtered beer. Look, there's a few bubbles. This is a non-nucleated glass. A few bubbles coming up the glass there. Nice clean. And it's got quite a thick frothy head on it as well. So early indications tell me it's quite a well-conditioned beer. Pale golden pilsner. Absolutely. Smell-wise, a bit skunky if I'm honest. A bit skunky. That could be the fact that it's a bottled beer. Let's have a quick look though. Barley malt. What am I getting taste wise? Quite similar to Bitterberg actually. Has got a slight bitterness, but not as much. So you're getting quite a little bit of a peppery taste, peppery notes to it. Has got that little bitterness kick to it as well though. That's quite a nice beer. That's actually really nice. It's just a nice pilsner. I think a lot of people, when they're buying their beers, you know, sometimes look at stuff like Warsteiner and will stick to what they know, especially if you're a lager drinker. Because lagers are not too complex. They're not full of, you know, fruits and other tastes. They're actually quite, well, you know, they're not bold with flavour, are they? But you are kind of getting a malty taste to it. But I think the easiest thing, the other thing I would say, is slight bitter tones to it, but it's so smooth. The mouthfeel, it's not overly carbonated that you'd expect with a bottled beer. I mean, I think you can see that. It's not going crazy, but it's holding a nice, thick white head, foamy white head. That's a really nice beer. Really smooth, really easy to drink. Dangerous, actually. I think it's 4.8%. And it's not over complex. It's not too difficult. You're not going to be drinking this and thinking, not too much to it. It's just not over complicated, but it is enjoyable. I would probably say, excuse me, if you are into your lagers and your pilsners and you haven't tried it, definitely give it a go. Especially considering £2.35 for this or £2.75 for a Madry. This is far better value. It's proper German beer that's been brewed under their German purity law. As you could probably imagine, yeah, it's barley malt, hops, hop extract as well. It's imported to the UK by James Clay and Sons. Properly brewed in Germany. Really nice. Now listen, one thing I always like to do with every beer that I put on the channel now, I like to use my scoring system. I think I'm going to start with, we always start with value for money. Because I think, listen, look, enjoying beer is really important. Some people are quite happy to spend, you know, £7-8 on a beer, and some people aren't. And some people want the beer to turn up with their food shopping, and some people are quite happy to travel. Anyway, value for money. £2.35. You can get it, like I said, with Tesco's. You could buy 3 bottles for £6, and it's going to be far better than any other type of pilsner, you know, Birra Moretti, Madri, or anything else like that. So you could buy it in that bundle and get it for £2. That, to me, for what it is, it's imported here into the UK. It's not brewed under license. It's a proper German pilsner with the German purity law. I think that's very good. If you buy it, it's only £2.35. A 660ml, might I add. It's not a 330ml bottle, it's 660. Considering a bottle of Birra Moretti is going to be £2.75. Prices on it, crazy, isn't it, considering what the product is? And this is apparently the 5th best-selling brewery in Germany. And those guys, you know, what do they do? Well, German beers. I mean, so well known for it. Oktoberfest, you know. It's a really good beer. And I could drink this all night, I think. I'm getting more bitter undertones now. I've got it for a little bit longer now. Beer's going down. I'm getting slightly more bitter undertone, slight pepperiness to it. It's a good beer though. Value for money, I personally think that it's got to get max score, which is 5 stars. I couldn't give it any less without. I don't know how you could. It's a German brewed pilsner for £2.35. I mean, you'd think I've whipped something out from Aldi or Lidl's, you know, for that sort of price when you compare it to the other stuff at 660ml. No brainer. 5 stars. Next thing is artwork and information on the beer. So the artwork itself, Warsteiner, well, it just looks a bit, I wouldn't say it stands out and it might me want to buy it off the shelf, I won't lie. But what I do like about the beer is that it is one of the, well, it's the last surviving, what was that info it gave me? Let me put it back up again. But it's the Germany's largest privately owned brewery now. Largest one. You know, you've got to think how many breweries Germany have got. It's the largest surviving privately owned brewery. They've been brewing beer since 1753. And they're brewing it here not brewing it here in Germany, but it's in the UK. They're shipping it here to the UK in your Tesco's, and you can get it for £2.35. I think the fact that what it is, it's not brewed under license. It's proper beer. It's a proper Warsteiner. I think for that reason, I've got to give it. The artwork, I don't think is great on it, but you know, they're not here for art, are they? They're here for beer drinkers. So let's give it. I'm going to give it 4 stars. The artwork's crap, but the beer, the fact of, you know, what it is, largest privately owned brewery in Germany, and it's the 5th best-selling brewery as well, considering how many great breweries Germany have. Lau and Brauspäten, all of those guys, they're doing pretty well. The shtick on the glass. Now, I would imagine if you had this in draft, it'd probably be very different. The shtick isn't too bad. It is, you know, you look at what did we have last week? I think we had Budvar on there, didn't we? and you know, the stick on it was terrible. You're never gonna get, it's never gonna be like a cappuccino, is it? But you would expect a well-conditioned beer to leave remnants of the stick, the lacing on the glass. Um, it does okay. I mean, I've just swished that around a little bit in all fairness. But you can kind of see some of it. I don't think it's absolutely amazing. It's not a Guinness or anything else along those lines. I'd probably give it, because you know, I've just swished that around. Yeah, I'll get a bit of lacing on there. I'm going to give it 2 stars. You know, I'm quite happy with that. And then finally, you've got taste. I think it's a really nice beer. It has got slight bitterness to it. I think the bitter burger was slightly bitter, like slightly more bitter. A little more depth of taste from the bitter burger, but it's still Warsteiner, it's still amazing. I would still much rather spend £2.35. I'm talking about its price per bottle on its own rather than 6. I'd much rather drink this than Birra Moretti, the Cruzcampo here in the UK, Heineken brewed here in the UK. The list goes on. You know, there's many other beers that I would, you know, avoid to have rather than this one, if that makes sense. So, taste-wise, I think it is really nice. It really is easy to drink, and at 4.8%, it's a bit punchy. It's not a training beer. I'm going to give it 4 stars. I actually think it's that nice. I'm going to enjoy finishing the rest of it. Listen, guys, thanks very much for watching. Join me on the next video. Comments below. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And we'll see you on the next one.